Today, I'm giving you everything you need to know about Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl in under 3 minutes. I do this because I don't want you to make the same mistake I did, which is having no idea what you are diving into and wasting a lot of time. Especially with Stalker 2, which I have been hearing that it's a lot like Fallout and it's not. Time to clear this up. But first, let's be clear about the amount of horror. It's not traditional horror with constant darkness and monsters chasing you. Instead, it's about tension. The atmosphere keeps you on edge, with sudden dangers like anomalies, unpredictable mutant attacks, and occasional jump scares. But a lot of it happens in broad daylight or well-lit areas, giving room for more grounded gunfights and exploration. It's not pure horror. It's survival with tense moments. At its core, Stalker 2 is a survival first-person shooter. You play as a stalker exploring the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone, a dangerous and ever-changing area filled with mutants, anomalies, and warring factions. The game focuses on managing resources like ammo and supplies while navigating an environment that actively works against you. It's less about role-playing or quest markers, and more about the challenge of surviving in a hostile world. In Fallout 4, it's all about the RPG mechanics and the focus on character customization. In Stalker, you have the option to upgrade your gear, but it has nowhere near the build crafting options that Fallout 4 has, and it doesn't need it, because instead it's all about surviving against all odds. It's a completely different design philosophy. The zone is unpredictable. Enemies and factions behave dynamically, sometimes engaging in fights you can avoid or get caught up in. Mutants and anomalies create unexpected challenges, requiring you to adapt to survive. Combat is deliberate. Rushing in can leave you at a disadvantage, especially with weapons that require maintenance over time. The game rewards a careful approach rather than relying on reflexes. Let me give an example. Early on, I heard a gunfight and decided to kill the scavengers. After that, a guy came out thanking me for my help and asking me to save his friend. This was completely optional. The atmosphere is a key part of the experience. Unlike games like Fallout 4, which lean into humor and retro-futuristic charm, Stalker 2 is grounded in gritty realism. The world is oppressive but immersive, inspired by the real Chernobyl Exclusion Zone. The story unfolds through your exploration and choices, and the game lets you decide how deeply you engage with its narrative or focus on survival. To sum it up, Stalker 2 is more about immersion and tension than traditional horror or RPG elements. The game is about the experience of surviving in the zone. Instead of building up your character to become an overpowered mass murderer, both can be fun but are different. But if you're into methodical gameplay, survival mechanics, and a world that feels alive and unpredictable, this might be for you. I won't do my first impression just yet. I'll do that in a separate video. I will say one thing. For me, the game runs completely fine, but I do have the luxury of an RTX 4090. Please always keep the Steam refund policy in mind. If this cleared things up, consider liking and subscribing for more quick game breakdowns.